Hello fellow Ozians, I'm the Louisiana Quadling, a Wizard of Oz collector and enthusiast, sharing with you my thoughts, my collection, and a little bit of my musical talent with all of you, and welcome to my channel. Today, we are looking at the latest edition of the Baum Bugle. Now, what is the Baum Bugle, might you ask? It's a magazine published by the International Wizard of Oz Club. And how do you get it? You have to be a member of the Oz Club. And if you are not a member of the Oz Club, I've left a link in the description to join the Oz Club. It's very simple and easy. We would love to have you as another member. The Bugle has been published since the club's inception in 1957 and is published triannually. Today, we are looking at the second issue from this year, the Fall 2022 edition. And as usual with my Baum Bugle videos, I won't be covering everything that's inside this edition. I'll only be covering my highlights of what I thought was interesting. This is volume 66, number 2. The front cover artwork of Jack Pumpkinhead and the Sawhorse is done by Janet Lee. And unusually for me, I won't be covering the article on Janet Lee. What I found kind of different about this Baum Bugle was that it heavily featured different articles on Oz plays, and that is what we'll be focusing on today. The first article discusses a new play produced by the Dobana Theater in Cleveland, Ohio of L. Frank Baum's second Oz book, The Marvelous Land of Oz. The musical is written by George Brandt with music by Nathan Mata. Both men have childhood roots of reading the Baum books. George had high hopes decades ago of dramatizing all of Baum's Oz books. This of course didn't happen, but the only one that he actually did get to completing, at least writing the script for, was The Land of Oz. And that is where this production started, revisiting that old script. In the article, George discusses some of the creative decisions that were made with this play. One in particular is not including Dorothy. And for those of you who don't know, Dorothy is not in the second Oz book. The main protagonist of that story is a boy named Tip. And for his play, The Land of Oz, he keeps Tip as the protagonist. The arc of his play centers on Tip wanting to find a friend. And for you musically inclined people, George and Nathan have graciously included the sheet music for Tip's song at the beginning of the play called Won't You Be My Friend? The production premieres on December 2nd. The next article that I liked was written by one of the founding members of the Oz Club, Ruth Berman. Her article, Oz on Twin Cities Stages, discusses all of the numerous productions of Oz-themed plays in the area. The article starts heavily focused on the 1964 production Ozma, Ruler of Oz by the Moppet Players. The play is one of the few dramatizations of the third Oz book, Ozma of Oz. And Ruth Berman saw this play back in 1964 and reported on it in the autumn 1964 issue of the Baum Bugle, which is right here. One of the things that I found interesting about all these different companies and productions that were done beyond all of the Wizard of Oz's, there was one in particular that was done in Hebrew. Thought that was pretty cool. Was that if there was an Oz sequel that was done, none of them really ventured beyond Ozma of Oz. They typically stuck with either The Land of Oz or Ozma of Oz, the second and third Oz books. My last highlight is a review of another new Oz play, written by Oz Gazette editor Nick Kemble. This particular play focuses on L. Frank Baum and him creating more Oz stories beyond the wonderful Wizard of Oz. And unlike the Land of Oz play from earlier in the Bugle, this one includes Dorothy on the action. So this one combines The Land of Oz and Ozma of Oz, but it's a little bit differently than how Return to Oz does it, because Tip is included in this play. I really like how Tip, and Ozma, are becoming more mainstream Oz characters that are getting used more regularly in different productions and in different media just in general. It's a lot of fun to be able to see different Oz characters getting used more and becoming more mainstream. When I was younger, I would have never imagined there being a play with Tip and Dorothy interacting. So that is pretty cool. Definitely wish I could see that. I don't want to give away too much about this play, as I found it pretty clever. This issue also includes an interview with Ian McFarlane, who created the play. And I'll let you enjoy that one on your own. And beyond the Baum Bugle, also included is the Oz Gazette, a newspaper from the Land of Oz intended for younger readers. And a fun little craft making a Wicked Witch marionette. And this was just a sampling of what comes in this issue of the Baum Bugle. And if you'd like to get your hands on this issue and future issues of the Baum Bugle, be sure to follow the link in the description to ozclub.org and join the International Wizard of Oz Club. And if you liked that video, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. New videos are posted every 2 weeks on the 15th and last day of each month. And if that doesn't satisfy your appetite for Oz, follow the link in the description to ozclub.org and join the International Wizard of Oz Club. Until next time, bye y'all.